mystery, fueling tire, voices crackling through the night, fast lane tails ignite, gear shift sweat on the track, cold-blooded eyes staring back, metals clashing, heartbeat race, speed and scales in the same space, stories of speed spinning wild, fury and cold blood compiled, revving up, adrenaline high, fast and fierce, know how to apply, gear shift sweat on the track, cold-blooded eyes staring back, metals clashing, heartbeat race, speed and scales in the same space, stories of speed spinning wild, fury.
What's up, everyone? It's Wally here with you guys with Speedway Stories and Cold-Blooded Conversations. Sorry I'm late. If any of the fans and everything else noticed on our Facebook page and stuff, my family had a little incident happen, so I'm sorry. I just can't keep it together, but there's a link and everything else that was shared on our social media pages of Facebook and everything else. I ain't gonna go into details of it, just need a lot of prayers, everything else. And I wanted to let everybody know what was going on, and the shows must continue to kind of keep my minds off of things. And wanted to bring up since it is Monday night, I did say I was going to have a guest on. We ended up rescheduling. My dude Corey Butcher understands, been a good friend of mine, and we rescheduled everything that's happened here recently in the last few days. I'm going to try to get with him and try to have him on probably next Monday or so. But like I said, the show must go on. I don't want to leave everybody hanging with what's happening. So the show continues. Check us out 7 days a week right here on the Nonsensical Network. We have a show every night of the week. I have 2 included. So we start the night off with me, of course, with Speedway Stories on Monday. Tuesday, we got Glick's House of Music. Wednesday night is What's the Fuck News with Jeff and Glick. They talk about all kinds of crazy stuff, especially makes you go, what the fuck? Thursday nights, I come back to you with my show, Cold-Blooded Conversations. It is a reptile show. If anybody out there would like to jump on, talk about the hobby or anything, or even just wants to learn some stuff, tune in on Thursday nights. Friday nights is Nonsense and Chill with Jeff and Blaze. They go over movies and stuff. You can join in on the conversations with us all and everything. And every night, every show's chats are open for everybody. So you guys want to check it out. And Saturday nights is the granddaddy of them all, the main stable of this show, Nonsensical Nonsense. The guys, it's an open panel. Jump on in. Enjoy the craziness that we have on our Saturday nights. Plus, every other Saturday, we have Cash's Corner. If you're into wrestling, I jump in usually with Cash and his dad, Glick. We talk WWE wrestling. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys can check that out. And then on Sundays, we have Unnecessary Roughness. Glick, Rick, and our celebrity host, Derek, when he gets a chance, when he's not busy writing music and stuff. They host that show, talk everything sports. So you guys want to check them out? Like I said, we're on every platform there is out there. Give us a follow, like, check us out, and everything else. And the other thing I have is Beauty and the Beard. Nikki does it's on Facebook, Instagram. She makes all of her swag and everything else. But if you guys were interested, she makes all kinds of different things, different shirts, different cups, hats. Just hit her up if you guys are interested in having custom stuff made and everything, and check it out. So, all right, to get in onto the Speedway story side of everything, my boy Benji, if he's listening, if he's out there, I know it's late and everything else. I just seen over the weekend the EV of Formula Racing has, in the last year, has doubled in popularity in the Formula Racing series. I thought that was kind of cool seeing that stuff, so I just figured I'd throw that out there and everything about the Formula Racing. their season's getting ready to kick off here soon. So if you guys are into the formula like racing and stuff, check that out. Of course, there was motocross racing, everything else going on this weekend, some upsets and stuff, and they Cooper Webb kept his lead in the 450 class of the motocross, dirt bike racing, and everything else. Gainesville, everything else. What's up, Blaze?
Oh, nothing much, my man.
Thanks for jumping on here with me, Bubba.
Yeah. When did you start streaming? What, 5 minutes ago?
Just about that.
Oh, okay.
I was a little late getting things situated. I figured jump on still, keep the show rolling, and I just kind of informed everybody what was going on. So just kind of talking about things, and then started talking about some motorsports. I know a lot of guys aren't into it, but just trying to get things off the chest to keep my head straight, and the show's one way to do it. So I just jumped into it and kept doing it. So, but I appreciate you jumping on here, especially after the weekend I just had.
Yeah, that's why I jumped up. I didn't know what the plan was tonight, so I was like, well, I'll pop up. You might just need some ears to bend or soil. So yeah.
Yeah, I just filled everybody in at the beginning. We had a misfortune with my family and everything else. So, and
was she cleaning the gun at the time? Is that what happened?
Actually,
you don't have to get into details. You don't have to get into.
No, it was a deal we had. We've been having issues in our neighborhoods with some punk asses that want to snoop around people's houses, and it didn't help. My dogs went off, and there was going off, so they went and checked and everything else, and then I get a phone call at work. We were on our way to Grant Hospital, so. But yeah, other than that, I mean, she went through an extensive surgery and everything else on her foot, and she's got another one here in about 6 weeks to check it out. But other than that, she's doing good. She came home today, so she's staying with her sister and her brother-in-law and stuff. So she's up there with them and her dad. So kids are taken care of. We're all good. But, yeah, just something we didn't expect happen. It was one of those freak accidents that happened. So,
yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I'm holding up. Figured talk some motorsports tonight. Keep everybody updated on what I could kind of keep track of from the weekend. But yeah. I just figured
let me get this straight. Monday nights is motorsports.
Yes, sir.
Thursdays is the reptiles.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think I can remember that.
I can send it in the WhatsApp if you need me, Bo.
You're good. No, you're good. You're good, man.
Yeah, I checked out I seen the outro you're working on that you showed Glick in the WhatsApp. That's going to be pretty sick. Thank you.
Yeah, once I get it all done, it'll be good. So motorsports wise, what all were you going to go into?
What's that?
Said motorsports wise, what were you going to go into?
I was talking a little bit about I've been found out on formula racing, something that Benji's big into and kind of got my attention on. They have a class that is called an EV class, which is an all-electric class. They were showing some status on. There's some big name drivers that are actually jumping over to the electrical side of the formula racing. The class is like doubled in the last couple of years. They got a lot of people interested in that. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it. Yeah, that's what I thought. I love my gasoline, my fuel, all that. Mm-hmm. But to see some of the names that are actually going over to this style, I was like floored. I mean, it's crazy.
That's a good thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean that's a good thing for the EV market. That's a good thing for.
I mean, just in general,
for progression. So.
Well, I mean, it just shows that, like me and Benji talked a previous show where we were talking NASCAR needs to expand to something different. Formula that they did that. Oh yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that too. They have We'll get to that here in a minute. But yeah, I was just they're expanding their different classes to give people different chances that have different tastes, but it's still motorsports, even though it's the EV class. I thought that was pretty sick. That, and then in the Formula Racing 2026, Cadillac announced that they're actually putting a team together to come back into Formula Racing next year. So that was the other big news in Formula Racing. I thought was something else. But the EV stuff really got my attention more than anything. I was kind of shocked. So how that class has grown to the size it has within just a couple years. But yeah, that's on the asphalt side of things. And then my cousin just commented from Facebook. He brought up now in the late model dirt track racing, they're doing straight LS motors now, which is a GM motor, fuel injected motor for a racing class. So I forgot all about that. But yeah, the only racing that I see hasn't changed is NASCAR. Everybody else is trying something different to bring more people in.
But if you look at NASCAR, hasn't it? I mean, it has changed over the years. I mean, at one time, you didn't see a Toyota in there, but they race Toyota now about that.
Well, so. I mean, that's about the only thing that they've expanded to is the Toyota side. But they've also went to here recently too with the way the bodies are done now. Instead of you get a little bit of damage to them, Blaze, you're not really a contender no more because they got them so aerodynamic now. It just takes away the airflow from the cars. So say if you're running, I'm going to use you as an example. You're a top 10 driver. You're up front. You're running like third. And you scuff the wall enough on one of your on your right side fender. Because of this new models of these bodies, you can't just like duct tape it or pull it back out because it changes the whole dimension of the aerodynamics of your car now. That's one thing that they've done. And yeah, but other than that, they've really not stepped up and changed a lot by adding a different thing other than Chrysler's wanting to come back into it next year. They're going to be back in it. But yeah, other than changing the way they do things, the big main NASCAR, they really haven't changed much since Toyota came in, like with production cars. So, but yeah, but all the other, yeah, he's right. Greg's right about that. That's my cousin. That's pretty much all it is anymore because of the bodies. That's the way the bodies are set up. So. But yeah,
that's the way I've always looked at it. You can only tune the technology that is available to you until it's like, well, what else do you have?
Right.
Except for sponsorships and the guy behind the wheel. So
well, I I get that. I've been a big NASCAR fan up until these last few years. It just sucks because back in the early 2000s, everything else, and there for a while, still up until till they changed that body, you could literally rip the nose off the car, still compete, and actually still be possibly end up even winning the race without a nose on it. Now, because the way the cars are set up, chassis and aerodynamic wise, you're not really that competitive anymore. I mean, you'll stay top 10, top 15, but you really don't have a chance anymore, like to win a race. Is what it kind of got away from that aspect of it. So,
all right. I'm not really a race
right.
guy.
Yeah, I just figured I was just filling you in. I know.
No, you're good. I appreciate it. I do like watching uphill dirt bike races though.
Oh yeah. Have you ever watched the trucks and stuff do that too? Like the rock bouncers doing that crap?
I have a little bit on the rock bouncers, but I really love watching the dirt bikes.
Those guys are nuts on two wheels. Yeah. I'm going to tell you that right now. I've seen YouTube videos of those guys. Yeah, they got more balls than I do. I'm sorry, but
true,
especially the way some of those hills that they're climbing and trying to get up. Yeah, no, thank you. I'll pass. But yeah, that's pretty much, I mean, the motorsports side of it, other than the NHRA. News actually local for me, for my local drag strips, an organization that's around here actually bought 2 of our drag strips up to make them better facilities. It's called the International Hot Rod Association. They bought a track just 30 minutes south of me. It's called National Trails. It went into effect here starting the opening season, and then they also bought one about I'd say probably an hour and maybe an hour and a half if I'm right. It's called Dragway 42. It's up north. They bought the track. They're going back to the old ways of the 90s and early 2000s where they had big, huge money races, but they also support your local small guys like me. If I wanted to take my car and go race in a street class, then they actually got a class for you and stuff like that. So they're going to try to make it big again. But yeah, other than that's pretty much all I had motorsports-wise, other than just coming on here, kind of try to fill everybody in on what else was going on with the posts and everything else that was made on Facebook. So just letting all the fans and people know what was happening and kind of updating everybody. So,
Fair enough.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw your open invite, so I was like, well, let me take the trash out, chase the dogs around, and get up there as soon as possible. So
yeah. But yeah, other than that, we're pretty much holding together. I'll be honest with you, I thought I lost my job from missing work because of this situation. Fortunately, my work was very understanding when I talked to them today. They're actually, if I need anything, they're talking actually the corporate possibly seeing about if I needed any more time off or whatever. I just need to go talk to them, which I'm not going to now that she's home and she's with family that can be with her at all times while I'm either sleeping or working. Yeah, yep, he is right.
I was gonna read that out loud. Only big issue with racing anymore is it seems to be more about how much money you have and not about the driving skills.
He's right. It's gotten to it, and that's even he brought up, and that's even on the local. It's on even the local scenes, man. That if you don't have deep pockets, it don't matter sponsors or not. If you don't have the money, you're pretty much not going to be competitive on the weekends. So. But yeah, everybody, I just wanted to jump on here. I appreciate Blaze coming on.
Excuse me, sorry.
You're good, buddy, for being moral support and stuff. Like I said, I just wanted to keep everybody up to date what was going on with the situation on my post that we had and sharing. If you're on there, check it out. Not asking for anything other than to keep my family in your prayers while we go through this recovering time and everything else. And I'll have my special guest. Hopefully, we'll get it set up for next Monday that I was supposed to have on tonight. Corey Butcher and his son Hunter and his wife from We Broke Garage. They're local to me and been a good friend of mine for quite a while. They got a nice little racing program and stuff that they do together as a family. And we'll have them come on and give you guys their story on how they got into racing and in the cars and everything else next Monday. And Thursday night, I got some educational stuff. I'm going to share what I know and share some information about the venomous side of the reptile community on some of the native snakes here in America. So
I'll have to definitely tune in for that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna for the information that I'm gathering up and getting printed off and everything. I figured give everybody an idea, what we have actually here in the States that are localities to every state and everything else, and what states have them and what states don't. But you also have the reptile keepers that like to keep the exotic stuff that it's hard to get the anti-venom for if you get bit by. So, but yeah, tune in Thursday night for Cold-Blooded Conversations. I'll be on latest at 6:30, but the show usually I try to have it on by 6 o'clock. So if you guys want to check that out Thursday night, Get some education on that. Tune in. Like I said at the beginning, we're on 7 days a week. We start the week off with my show here, Speedway Stories, with me, your host, Wally, and I usually have a guest or keep you up to date with sports, the motorsports side of things. Tuesday night, we have Glick's House of Music. He usually has a local talent from all over come on and talk about their music career and plays their music and stuff. We've had some awesome bands come on there and people. They pretty much come like family to us. Wednesday night is What the Fuck News with Jeff and Glick. It's things that make you go, what the fuck, that's in the news. So Thursday nights, we're back here with me. Cold-Blooded Conversations. Like I said, check me out at 6 o'clock. Friday night, the man here next to me on the screen, Blaze, him and Jeff.
This guy, yes.
They have a show called Nonsense and Chill. You guys come in, they talk movies and stuff and hang out. Jump in the chatterbox with them, shoot the shit about movies, and just hang out and chill on a Friday night.
Yep.
Then Saturday. Go ahead, Bubba.
Oh, I was just going to say this Friday we have a guest, and we're going to be airing their little short film. So,
well,
it'll be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Tune in and everything else Friday night. So, and Saturday, like I said earlier, every other weekend we got Cash's Corner. Daddy Glick and his son Cash talks some WWE wrestling. If you're a big wrestling fan, jump in, come and listen, jump in the chat, talk some wrestling with us. I usually jump in because I'm a big wrestling fan. So then Saturday night is the granddaddy of them all. The stable of this, like I said, of this channel is Nonsensical Nonsense, where the boys all come in and we let the crazy hang out. And it's an open panel. The only thing we ask is you keep your genitalia in your pants and then just have a good time. So, and then Sunday,
we ask you to hang your crazy out, not any appendages down below the waist.
Exactly. Let the crazy words and crazy faces go, but nothing else. And then Sunday we have Unnecessary Roughness. Like I said, Rick Glick and occasionally Derek when he's not busy writing his music and stuff. It's an all sports show. So, like I said, we got a taste of everything on all social media platforms and everything else. And like I said, too, you want some custom swag, check out Beauty and the Beard. Nikki can hook you up. It's on Facebook and Instagram. She customizes and does our swag for our shows and stuff. But she can also, if you want something custom done, hit her up and talk to her. She'll get you set up with whatever, if she can do it. Hit her up and she'll give you an idea of what you want and everything. So, alrighty, I appreciate it, Blaze, tonight for some memorial support, buddy, and everything else for jumping up here for the little bit. And if anybody out there, check us out, man. We're everywhere, and plus listen to us wherever you hear podcasts at too. This is Wally and Blaze. We're checking out. Peace out.
Blaze is already checked out.
Nonsensical network, different flavor every day. Movie talks, new flicks hitting the display. Microphone magic, musicians spill the praise. From reptiles to motorsports, burning rubber craze. Football crashes, touchdowns, epic plays. News spinning, catching on the latest phase. Gleaming cars, engines roaring up the pace. Street tales, urban stories we embrace. Tune in, every week diverse. Groove to the beats, let the rhythm immerse. Lyrics flowing, ciphers full of verse. Nonsensical network, feel the universe. Interviews buzzing, stars in the circuit. Worlds of tapestry, pieces we interpret. Hip-hop to rap, the flow never stagnant. Reptilian tales, nature's arrangement. Cars with muscle, engines with might. Motorsports roaring, speed in the night. Discussions heated, always a delight. Network of nonsense, but the vibe's just right. Tune in, wait for that beat. Flow so seamless, feeling so sweet. Urban grooves, rhythm from the street. Nonsensical network, always on repeat.